The phrase, all our righteous acts are like filthy rags, comes from the book of Isaiah 64-6. To understand why the Bible uses such strong language, we have to look at the context of God's holiness versus human nature. Here is the explanation according to the Bible. 1. The standard of perfection. The Bible describes God as holy, holy, holy. His standard is not better than average, but absolute perfection. Because God is perfectly pure, even the slightest trace of sin taints an action. Imagine a glass of pure water. If you add just one drop of poison, the entire glass is contaminated. In the same way, the Bible suggests that because our hearts are deceitful above all things, our best deeds are often mixed with traces of pride, selfishness, or a desire for recognition. 2. The meaning of filthy rags. In the original Hebrew, the term for filthy rags refers to polluted garments, specifically used to describe menstrual cloths or rags used to bind wounds. It is a graphic image meant to show that in comparison to the blazing white holiness of God, our attempts at being good look like stained, discarded scraps. It's not that the deed itself is bad, but that it cannot serve as a payment to a holy God for our sins. 3. The motive versus the action. The Bible teaches that God looks at the heart, not just the outward appearance. If someone does a good deed to feel superior to others, to earn their way into heaven, or out of a sense of legalistic guilt, the motive is self-centered rather than God-centered. Without faith and a clean heart, the righteous act is seen as a hollow performance. As Hebrews 11-6 says, without faith it is impossible to please God. 4. The rejection of self-righteousness. The primary reason for this teaching is to steer people away from self-righteousness, the belief that we can save ourselves. If our good deeds were clean enough to get us into heaven, then Jesus would not have needed to die on the cross. By labeling human righteousness as filthy rags, the Bible humbles the reader to realize that we are completely dependent on God's grace rather than our own merit. 5. The new clothes. The good news in the Bible is that God doesn't leave us in filthy rags. In Isaiah 61-10, the prophet rejoices because God has clothed me with garments of salvation and arrayed me in a robe of his righteousness. This is the great exchange mentioned earlier. Christians believe that when they put their faith in Jesus, God takes away their filthy rags and covers them with the perfect, clean righteousness of Jesus. In short, the Bible doesn't say good deeds are useless for helping people. It says they are useless for saving our souls, because they can never match the infinite holiness of God.